What's up? What's up? How's everyone doing out there? I hope everyone is doing good. And pues welcome back to the channel. We appreciate you still being down with us, still staying tuned. And on that note, pues let's get into it, man. Fuck it. On this one, I'm gonna take you for a little drive into Diamond Street, their neighborhood, their territory. With that being said, I can't really go into their neighborhood without showing you Headhunters. Headhunters is a little small gang located in Diamond Street territory. Currently, I am driving on the block that is claimed by headhunters, but the whole area right here is Diamond Street. If you go straight past the stop sign, if you make a right, you would run in to more of the heart of Diamond Street. You will see more of the graffiti. You will see them more. For the people who know the area, to my left right here is an alley, and to my right is an indoor swimming pool. And that's basically it. It's a block and it's an alley that's claimed by headhunters. If you go straight, that's my neighborhood. The original side of my neighborhood is on the left hand side, and Diamond Street is on the right hand side. And there's history with Diamond Street in my neighborhood. We'll get into that shit later on, though. And for the most part, I really can't tell you when the guys from when the guys from Headhunters moved into the area. Originally, they're not from here. I've heard them say they're from Ontario, Fontana, somewhere out that way. But honestly, I used to spend a lot of time out there, and I never once came across them. I came across other people from the area, guys from Echo Park, guys from 18, guys from Van Nuys, even Oxnard. Came across guys from Black Angels, homies from Ontario, but I never came across the guys from Headhunters. So I really can't tell you if they're from Ontario or not. What I do know is that they've been here for a while already. I'm assuming since the early 90s, and they've been holding it down. They've been claiming that little area for themselves for a few years now. They they haven't, or they're not as around, or they haven't been around as deep as you would think, because they don't live in the area. Maybe one or two or a few at one point lived there in that block that is claimed by them, but it's not as you would think, you know. Um, we don't have beef with them like that, uh, but we also don't get along. They're slashing. There hasn't been any gunplay yet, but they're slashing. Obviously, you guys know what it is. Every neighborhood doesn't get along, and every neighborhood thinks they're better than the next. So, in the late 90s, when I was gang banging, I was active with the homies. I was young, with my clique. My neighborhood was doing extortions. We were collecting. That was my neighborhood business. So I guess certain people knew who we were. And then one day we were at the local AutoZone on Alvarado and Glendale. We were in there all banged out, Cortez out and everything, baggy pants, white shirts, all that shit. That was the dress code back then, in the 90s, So we was a few of us, about four of us. It was about three of them when they walked in. We were banged out, they were banged out. We had guns. I don't know if they had straps. We saw them. We don't know who they were, so we went for our guns. They put their hands up. I guess they knew who we were, but they put their hands up. They said, no, 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 no. We know who you fools are. We have beef with the same enemies. Straight up. So we left it at that. We walked outside, laughing, thinking we were the shit. You guys know how that shit is. And that was that. A few years go by, I ran into these fools again at the local gas station of Temple and Glen. Same story. They didn't want none. Like I said, they mostly had beef with the guys from Diamond Street due to the fact that they moved into their neighborhood. Everybody slashes everybody in the area. You guys know what's up, but they mostly have more intense beef with the guys from Diamond Street. With that being said, we're moving on and we're going into Diamond Street. I'm not gonna go into to their heart, to their block, the main block. If you guys are curious yourself, you could drive here yourself. There's a baker here in the corner, and that's the block right there. It's more of their heart. There's a dead end street right here on the right hand side, and there's an alley as well. That's where they're mostly at, where they mostly hang out at. If you guys want to see for yourself, you could take a little drive on your own and check it out for yourself. Like I mentioned earlier, there's history with Diamond Street in my neighborhood. Some of my older homeboys, before they created my neighborhood, some of my older homeboys were gonna join Diamond Street. Some of my older homeboys have family members from Diamond Street. Some of my older homeboys know older homeboys from Diamond Street. There's, history there. I, as a matter of fact, have a young relative that is active right now that is from Diamond Street. And for the most part, Diamond Street is an old neighborhood in Echo Park community, and they've been holding down their area. It's still low income, it's still, raza, but it has been changing. Gang injunction, gentrification, new development has changed the area. You can't stop progress. But for the most part, they're still holding the thing down, and there's history. If you guys want to know about their history, you guys could Google it. They have history inside the pins, inside prison. They have history on the streets. Um, and that's it, man. We are coming down back down to the block we just entered. And like I said, like I mentioned earlier, this whole area is Diamond Street. It's their territory. The guys from Headhunters moved into the area, and they claim that block and the alley for themselves. But the whole area right here is Diamond Street. We are heading back to the block we just entered, which will be on the right of me. And you see, if you look straight, we're not that far from downtown LA. And you see that bridge? That's the Beverly Bridge that will lead you to Belmont High School. And this is the block we just entered. If you look straight, that's the old Belmont Tunnel. It's not there, obviously. It's a building. The apartment building's right there, but that's the old Belmont Tunnel. Beverly Bridge on top, and if you go straight on the Beverly Bridge, you will run into Belmont High School, which a lot of people from the area went to. To my right of me, it's an old puppet theater, and that's about it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. And like I mentioned earlier, hope you guys are doing great. Enjoying life with you and yours, and stay safe out there, man.